Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Advanced Warfare In Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Overclock, Lightweight, and movement in general. We're going to talk about all the player movement abilities and how fast you can go. The gameplay that you're seeing right now is me using the SAC-3 Akimbo submachine guns on Uplink. I joined this game late. We were already losing quite badly, but I'm running Lightweight Overclock, and I go as hard as I can and use these perks as well as I can to try and turn this game around. Before we talk about Overclock and Lightweight, we need to talk about general movement mechanics in Call of Duty. The game has a set player movement speed of 100% and then a penalty applied based on what weapon you're moving. Well, not what weapon you're moving, I misspoke, what weapon you're carrying. Heavy weapons have the heaviest penalty. You only move at 80% of your normal movement speed. A heavy weapon is the EM1, the EPM3, a light machine gun like the Pytake or the Amelie. All the secondary launchers, the Atlas 20mm probably counts as a heavy weapon. The big, bulky, heavy, slow things is 80% movement speed. The assault rifles and sniper rifles have a 90% movement speed on there, so you're moving 90% of your maximum, and this is very standard for Call of Duty games, so you'll probably feel like you're moving about the same speed that you were in other games. Submachine guns, pistols, knives, anything super lightweight is 100% movement speed. That is the maximum that you can go at without anything boosting you. And it's time to talk about our first ability that boosts you. That is the Lightweight Perk. I've been putting a lot of time testing this, and I'm very confident when I say that you get a 7% movement speed increase. Technically, it's not adding 7%. It's not like plus 7% to whatever. It's 1.07x whatever your current speed is, x being your current speed. So it's a multiplier. So if you have an assault rifle, you're going to be moving at like 96.5% move speed or something like that. SMGs will be a flat 107 because it's just 100 times, plus 7. Very simple math, but some of you are interested in that sort of thing. The Overclock perk works similarly, but it's more effective. Not the Overclock perk, the Overclock XO ability. It is a 10% movement speed increase. Technically, that is a 1.1x multiplier, and when you stack on over this, so that is stronger than Lightweight, albeit it's temporary, but when you stack these two together, you get 17% movement speed. Now, I'm just going to say 17% movement speed with Overclock and Lightweight because it's easier to remember. Again, if we want to get technical about it, it's 1.1 times 1.07, which is equal to 1.77x. It's a little bit closer to 18%, but that'll confuse the devil out of a lot of people. So let's just say you move at 17% when you stack on Lightweight and Overclock, and that is the biggest boost that there has ever been in any Call of Duty game. I am not aware of any Call of Duty game that ever had a perk or weapon combination that would really get you over 110% movement speed. This one lets you go 117%, which is very, very fast, and I would tell you to use it as much as you can. I have a blast with it. Of all of the XO abilities, Overclock is by far my favorite. It's on most of my classes. It's very useful, very practical, especially in objective game modes where you need to get there very quickly. It's situational, of course. Stim and mute can be very nice, but Overclock is probably going to end up being the standard one. Well, that's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. You can also check out the previous episode, which is on the XO mute ability. You can click the box on the left. That'll open in a new window. The next episode is going to be on XO stim, which turned out to be a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be, but is indeed going to be a fun episode. You can click that box whenever it's live. And as always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe. Drifter out.